Wow, look at this. The Boston Red Sox 19, Baltimore Orioles 5. But look at the bottom of the 8th, right there. 13 runs. That's when the Red Sox blew it completely open. Alright, welcome back to the channel, everyone. KB Fantasy Sports back at it again. If you saw the first segment of this video, you could see that the Boston Red Sox played the Baltimore Orioles, and up until the 8th inning, it was a pretty close game, but then the Red Sox scored 13 runs, blew it completely open, and won 19-5. So guess what? We're going to rewind. We're going to re-simulate that game to see if the Red Sox destroy the Orioles again, or if fate has something different in hands. Enough of the waiting. Let's go! Alright, as usual, here's our official Microsoft Excel spreadsheet, official scoreboard, and right next door, hey, look, that's our official dice rolling app. For those of you new to the channel, whoops, there we go. For those of you new to the channel, to simulate dice baseball, basically we roll the dice, and if they roll a 1, 2, or a 3, they will not get a chance to score. We move on to the next half inning. If they do roll a 4, 5, or a 6, they will get a chance to score. And then they roll again. Whatever number they land on, the next number either has to be equal to or higher than that previous number to score runs. Once they roll a number that is lower, the inning is over. We move on to the next half inning. Simple as that. So here we go. Let's get the thing started. All right, we're going to zoom in here a little bit. There we go. Right, Baltimore. Top of the first, they are the visitors, so they will bat first. They roll a 1, so they will not score. All right, no score going to the bottom of the first. All right, here we go. Bottom of the first, Red Sox up to bat. They roll a 5. That's a chance to score. Let's see what their starting number is. Oh, it's a 2. They need a 2 or a higher. There's another 2, so that's their first run. There's a 4. There's 2 runs. There's a 6. There's 3 runs. And a 2, that's a lower number, so the inning is over. All right, just like that, after one inning, the Boston Red Sox have a 3-0 lead. There we go, top of the second, Orioles up to bat. They roll a 5, that's a chance to score. Their starting number is a 4. They need 4 or higher, and they do not get it. All right, going to the bottom of the second, Red Sox still up 3-0. All right, bottom of the second we go. Red Sox up to bat again. They roll a 1, so they will not score. All right, going to the top of the third. Red Sox still up 3-0. All right, top of the third. Orioles back up to bat. They roll a 5. That's a chance to score. Let's see what their starting number is. It's a 4. They need 4 or higher. Oh, there's a 4, so that's their first run. There's a 5. That's 2 runs. And a 2, so the inning is over. All right, going to the bottom of the third, the Orioles chip into the lead, and the Red Sox lead is now 3-2. All right, here we go. Bottom of the third, Red Sox back up to bat. They roll a 3, so they will not score. All right, going to the top of the fourth, we still have a Red Sox lead of 3-2. All right, top of the fourth, Baltimore back up to bat. They roll a 4. That's a chance to score. Their starting number is a 5. They need a 5 or higher, and they do not get it. All right, here we go. Going to the bottom of the fourth, still a 3-2 Red Sox lead. All right, bottom of the fourth, Red Sox back up to bat. They roll a 4. That's a chance to score. Let's see what their starting number is. It's a 5. They need a 5 or a 6. And they will not get it. All right, both offenses held in check for quite a while now. As we go to the top of the fifth, Red Sox still leading 3-2. All right, top of the fifth we go. Baltimore back up to bat. They roll a 1, so they will not score. Bottom of the fifth we go. Still 3-2 Boston. All right, bottom of the fifth, Red Sox up to bat. They roll a 4. That's a chance to score. Let's see what their starting number is. It's a 3. They need a 3 or higher. There's a 4, so there is their first run. And a 5, that will be 2 runs. And a 2, so the inning is over. All right, just like that, going to the top of the sixth, Boston extends their lead to 5-2. All right, top of the 6th we go. Baltimore back up to bat. They roll a 2, so they will not score. Going to the bottom of the 6th, the Red Sox still lead 5-2. All right, here we go. Bottom of the 6th, Red Sox back up to bat. They roll a 4. That's a chance to score. Their starting number is a 4. Let's see if they can do anything with that. That's a 6. There's their first run. And a 2, so the inning is over. All right, going to the top of the 7th, the Red Sox now lead 6-2. All right, top of the 7th we go. Baltimore back up to bat. They roll a 1, so they will not score. All right, bottom of the 7th. 7th inning stretch. All right, going to the bottom of the 7th. Red Sox still lead 6-2. All right, here we go. Bottom of the 7th. Red Sox back up to bat. They roll a 4. That's a chance to score. Let's see what their starting number is. It's a 2. That's good news for them. There's a 6, so there's their first run. And another 2, so the inning is over. All right, top of the 8th we go. The Boston Red Sox with now a 7-2 lead. But remember, anything can happen when we simulate these baseball games with the dice. All right, here we go. Top of the 8th. Baltimore up to bat. They roll 4. That's a chance to score. What is their starting number? It's a 4. They need 4 or higher. Well, there's a 6, so that is 1 run. And a 4. The inning is over. All right, going to the bottom of the 8th. We now have a low-scoring football game with the Red Sox up 7. Whoa! Camera error. 7-3 Red Sox lead. All right, bottom of the 8th we go. Boston back up to bat. They roll a 6. That's a chance to score. Let's see what their starting number is. It's a 1, so that's at least 1 guaranteed run. There's a 5, so there's their first run. Will they get anything else? No, they won't. There's a 4. The inning is over. All right, so unlike in real life, the Red Sox only scored 1 run in the bottom of the 8th. So now they lead 8-3. Going to the top of the 9th. The Orioles' last shot. Let's see if they can do anything with it. All right, here we go. Top of the 9th. Orioles up to bat. They roll a 3. They will not score. Walk, walk. All right, there we have it. Not as big as a blowout as in real life, but hey, Boston Red Sox still win this thing 8-3. All right, there you have it. We re-simulated the game between the Red Sox and the Orioles, and the Red Sox scored 3 in the first inning and pretty much never looked back as they went on to win 8-3. All right, for everyone here at KB Fantasy Sports, I want to thank everyone for tuning in. Like, subscribe, throw me some comments, and we will see you again in the next video.